Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 73 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play. Set mode, no items, so yeah. So before we do get into today's episode, there is quite a few things that I want to go over real quick before we get into the episode. I'm hoping to not be more than 2 to 3 minutes with this. I'll have a timestamp if you don't really want to listen to this part. But I pretty much want to let you guys know that I intend to do the Florin and Erin route here, but also plan to go through the Flora route to see the changes and all of that good stuff. I did get recommended by a few longtime viewers that I should still check out the Flora route, since there are again some new things that will happen within that route. And there is a certain mystery character that they brought up as well. I did already record myself going through that route. This is pretty much going to be the first thing that you see on the video, and we are going to continue the main story with this route here, going with Florin and Erin. But I did go back to an old save and redid some things to get to the part where you can choose to go with Flora or Erin and Florin. And on that second part that's going to be within this video is me going with the Flora route to again explore it and check it all out. I will say, just to keep it very simple, I was very much surprised by it. It's insanely good because of just how much more it adds to the story and whatnot, and with some certain things that kind of happen within it, so I'll kind of keep it vague like that. There will be timestamps, of course, in the comment section if you want to check that out on your own time, maybe skip through it, or I don't know, put the time speed at like 1.5 if you want to watch it all and breeze through it quickly. However you want to go about it, I will be going through both parts here, but for the main story and continuing on with this version and this gameplay and the Let's Play itself, we are going to be going down the Florin and Erin route. But again, I did decide to go back to an old save to check out the Flora route to see what new things were added with that. So yeah, if you want to watch that, cool. If not, cool. Totally up to you, but both parts will be in the video. Alrighty, so I think that's pretty much it. Now I don't know how this part is going to play out if you choose to go with Florin and Erin. So yeah, so let's go on ahead and get that mirror going. That worked flawlessly. We changed the cave's appearance. Excellent, let's go give Flora a nice little visit then. Sounds like a plan. And I don't think... No, nothing really changes with the text with Giratina. Oh, interesting, so this is new. If you went with the Flora route, for whatever the reason may be, you do not get this scene at all, which is honestly kind of interesting to know. But anyways, hey, look who's hanging out. Oh hey Venom, did you get all the materials you needed? Yeah, and you? Yep, I'm just taking a small break. Route 7 is breathtaking. True, everything here right now is breathtaking. What do you mean by that? Nothing. Well, stop that. I can't take it. This way, the boss needs our backup. Huh. This is a level 7 mission. If we fail, the results will be catastrophic. Let's move. For a moment. Well, that was suspicious. They were mentioning something about a mission or whatever. They just look like a bunch of weirdos, but you don't think they have something to do with that bridge explosion. I'm willing to bet that they do. Let's tail them. Maybe we should wait for Alon. We're gonna lose them if we wait any longer. Come on. Oh boy, here we go again. Well, that's kind of a nice little thing then. Like I brought it before, on the Flora route, you do not get that scene at all, but within the Florin and Erin route, you do get to see Malia and Venom at the bridge. Oh, there's one of those little guys. I had a longtime viewer, he brought it up that I should capture one of these guys. Now, steel fighting. Interesting typing. I'm not sure how good it is within Rejuvenation, but I know I was told that you can capture one within here, so we will go on ahead and get ourselves a avium bronzor. So we got that. Whoops. Got that guy captured. Let's see, carbine. I think I already have one from Amherst Cave. I don't know if I really would ever use a carbine. It's not terrible if you want to use it for, like, I don't know, something to set up rocks or something, but there's just better Pokemon to go with, in my opinion. But it's not the worst thing on the planet, but it certainly isn't good either. Flora said we had to go check up on those intruders. Why do we always get stuck with these jobs anyways? These must be the reinforcements Flora was talking about from before. What? They're not supposed to be outside of the lab. Oh no, did they find out the secret of Dark Light Cave? We have to knock them down before they reach Flora. Let's see, Erin, Florin. I will go with Erin. Let's take care of these idiots alone. I assume Erin would probably just be better for this battle. Okay. Blaze Kick. And I will say as well, I really like how they redone like Dark Light Cave. I do like the old version one a lot, but with this one, it's kind of interesting. Like, they add more detail and more things to it, but it, I don't want to word it, it kind of seems a little bit smaller in a sense. Maybe I'm going crazy on that though, but I remember the one during, you know, like V13.5 and backwards, there's definitely like a lot of different areas that you can go into. But with this one, I don't think it's as much, but I do like a lot of the details that they've added within this area. Let's see, Play Rough there. Ice Beam. Absol. Go on ahead and read that. There we go. We were outmatched. So strong, this isn't good. Shoot, we're no match for these guys. Call Flora, warn her about this. Stop it right now, you're not getting in our way. Oh, what? Oh, I kind of remember this. He kind of did something similar on the Flora route. Stop now. Oh, well. You know, that's something that's kind of like interesting because like, I know I had like a commenter. I don't think they and maybe some others wouldn't mind this, but like I've got like one comment in the past and one recent from him about like saying certain things that kind of like spoil things without me doing like a spoiler warning, like little like hints and things. I do apologize for that kind of stuff. I need to try to be better with that kind of stuff. I know like I've gotten better with like doing like the timestamp thing and whatnot, but sometimes there are moments that I say really tiny and subtle things that I probably should count as a spoiler warning as well. I do apologize about that. I know I'm gonna still make that mistake and do it again, but yeah, I'll try to be better at that. But I don't think with this case it really is spoilers. But anyways, it's really odd and interesting that Florin, for an example, is able to do this. But I mean, I guess if we really tried to, Alon and Erin could probably do something wacky. But I guess we're just not doing it, maybe? I'm just kind of curious on why it's only Florin. I'm not certain, honestly. Why did I just do that? The same thing you did when you blasted open that door, but it seems to have evolved a bit. It's handy, though. If we don't want to deal with grunts constantly stopping us, we can just slap them aside. I didn't want to hurt them, I just wanted to stop them from warning Flora. I don't like hurting people. It's wrong. These people are actively trying to hurt us. I think it's fair game. Besides, if Flora gets on out before we do, then the curtains close for all of us. Well, either way, we can't go any further. We need to find a way to change the cave again. Sounds like a plan. Oh, whoops. That burned. They don't seem to be too hurt. This is good. Ow. At least they're alright. Cool. I don't know, it's one of those things that everyone's different with these kind of things, you know? With, like, defending yourself and all that kind of stuff. Like, I guess like personally talking about me, the last thing I ever want to do is like be a violent person. I never really been like a violent or mean person much at all ever, but I know there definitely are some aggressive and mean people out there, but I don't know, like I understand where Florin is like coming from, you know, like no matter what, I don't want to harm them, but at the same token, I understand where Erin is coming from when she says, well, you have to keep in mind, let's say we didn't do anything, what then? They capture us, they move us back, they hurt us. There's gotta be some level that, you know, you gotta kind of like push back and stand your ground and, you know, not allow them to do that kind of thing to you, you know? I guess everyone's different with that kind of, you know, debate and whatnot. I don't know if I would call it a debate, but however you want to word it. Reflect light off the dark like mirror. Cool, cool. I would say I tend to be somebody that it's like a last resort kind of thing. What's kind of like the phrase? More so like if your back is against a wall and you've tried every sort of which way to de-escalate maybe some weird and aggressive situation, you know? If you've done everything that you can and it's kind of like gone to the point of no return, then do what you gotta do. Oh god, I killed them and now their spirits are haunting the cave. I mean, we kind of talked to them earlier, they seemed okay, Florin. Actually, I just think this is a product of there being two dark light caves existing at once. The two grunts are here, but they aren't here. Oh, okay, so their physical forms are absent, but because two caves are existing at the same time, we can see remnants of them. Sometimes I can't tell if you pretend to be naive or if you're just trolling me. A secret I shall never give away, my dear Erin. Cool, cool. Okay, so you kind of just like walk through them. More Bladestar grunts. So what's the verdict on this one? Florin handle them. No, we got it. If you don't want to do it, you don't got to. Thank you, Alon. Well, let me check the points just in case. Because I don't know if like doing that adds points or subtracts points with Erin. I can imagine that it would, but you never really know. There was a point within the game, within, whatchamacallit, I think Tesla's resort, where there's a choice you can get more points with Malia but -1 Venom, and vice versa, more points with Venom, -1 with Malia, so let's take a peek here and find out. Let's see. If you had chosen to expose Flora when you run into the second set of grunts, battle them +2 Florin handle them -2. Okay, so Erin doesn't add or subtract points to this. I suppose I still think knocking them out is faster, but if Florin's not comfortable with it... Yeah, we got it. What did he say? To protect the city and enter the line, if I'm not mistaken. Vespiquen Magmar. Let me go for... you... well... yeah, that's fine. It don't really matter how we go about that. Alright, got a flinch there. Blaze Kick. I don't think Blaze Kick takes out Tangrowth. That crit most likely mattered, honestly. Jinx will go for that and that. There we go. And then what's next? Right on, Skyper Cut. I guess, nah, Air Slash is fine. Electabuzz, same thing. Cool, cool. To proceed with our plans without interruption, end of the battle. For a moment, I cannot believe I lost to a bunch of nobodies. Darn. Let me save here. Alright, now I can actually pick up the items here. Oh, what? Oh. No. I kind of want this. There we go. Not a bad item. Let's see. Is there... I guess I can't. Oh, probably because of Giratina, right. I was gonna see if there's an item on that rock over there. Sometimes with like hidden rocks within this game and whatnot, there will be like items on them. I don't know if I can... I don't know if there would be one in here for like an example. Yeah, that's fine. I don't gotta worry about it. But if you never really like done that before, sometimes you can get some pretty decent items by just pressing on the rocks, so why not give it a go? You might actually find something. Okay, let's go in here. Now I kind of want to press on every rock to see if I can find something. I guess nothing on those guys. What was over... Okay, that was blocked off. Why do you want to interfere with our plans? I joined this team because of their healthcare benefits. I mean, gotta do what you gotta do to, you know, survive and take care of yourself. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not saying you should join a organization like this, but you kind of get the point. It's just a game, not real life. Alright, let's go for bounce. Air slash again. Get rid of Blossom. Okay. Elagos, I guess, nah, let's go into Claire. Gunk Shot. Okay. That kind of sucked a lot. Let's do that and that. Kinda surprised it took the hit. But I think Eldegoss is a little bit more on the defensive side, right? I'm not certain, honestly. If I hit Hitmonchan, you probably got Mach Punch. Okay. That kinda sucked, but that's Pokemon for you. Let's go into this guy here, do that here. Surprised I took the hit there. Okay, so we all kind of lowered our speed. Except for Alola Mach. What is that one ability, is it Alchemy? I don't remember. Let me see. Yeah. Let's go into Bamboo. Roselia, Signal Beam. Probably could be doing this battle a lot better. Because right now I'm kind of just throwing. Seriously. Alrighty. Alrighty, let me... I said already twice, I think. That's alright. Right. I know, for some reason, I never really like using the butterflies. I kind of want to like leave them alone within this game and not use them. Let me... Let's see, you fainted. You did as well. Let's see. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I died for a second, had to get some water, but I just don't really know what to add. I mean, I guess to be safe, ice cream. I guess Flora just isn't bad, why not? And... I kind of want to add something a little wacky that I never really used before. I guess Starmie. What do you got again? Hydro... Slowbro, kind of cool. Quag, well, we use Quag a lot. Yeah, I guess Slowbro's fine. Why not? Do something a little bit different. Let me... Right, I probably should get us some... some berries. Okay. Oops. There we go. And then, right, you're a little low on HP. I think I got... Okay, everything looks good. Alrighty. Oh, look at what I found here. Time to play. Please don't hurt me. Alrighty. Wyvern. Okay. A little bit scary. You have got to go. Let me just go into ice cream. Yeah, let's go for crunch. Yeah, that boom burst did nothing. Let's go for light screen, crunch again. Okay. Maybe reflect would have been the better play, but that's okay. What's done is done. Flora just looks okay to me. Mudstale, you are a little bit scary. I guess Pan. Dragon Pulse. Okay. I guess we'll do that. Water Pulse. Surf isn't a bad move, but I just don't want to hit Florges, honestly. Okay. That did a lot more than I thought. Ampharos, okay. I mean, I guess I could like double team the Mudstale. I think that's okay, because I think that's a little bit more scary right now. You are scary. Not really, it's just like really bulky, that's the thing with it. I guess we can do that and do that. I think Pan is out here. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Right. Claire and Bamboo looks good to me. Knockoff, I guess we'll double team the Gore guys. That burn kinda sucked. Oof, I'm back now. Sorry for the pause there. Okay, what was I doing again? Right, got burn, crunch, what am I doing? Here, let's do that. Sorry, I had to like go away for a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, crunch again, signal beam again. I don't know if we could pull it around. We might be able to, but Sceptile, you're a little spooky. Yes, you are. Signal beam. Okay. Let me just do this. Yeah, I lost. I don't think I can win this one. Because I'm dead, right. And just because of being burnt. Even if that would have landed, it wouldn't have taken it out. Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe I have to choose a few different Pokemon for this one. Yeah. I guess, honestly, we don't really need Olympia because they have a lot of grass types. Yeah, let's redo the team again. I know I could probably go to that Butterfly to reheal Sanders, but I'm not going to. We'll figure out something. I don't think the battle's like too tricky, but I just don't have the right Pokemon for this one. Alright, so let's do something a little bit different here. Swampert, it's not a bad Pokemon, I just don't think it really helps me. I need something more so for the grass types, honestly. Let's see, let's just choose something, I don't know, I guess Sheriff is fine, honestly. Why not? Do you really do much for me, though? What do you leave with again? Noivern and Decidui. I kind of want to keep these two at the front. I mean, you're not bad for screens, but... I mean, Crobat could have some fun with that guy. I mean, Meowstic isn't bad if I get screens. Yeah, let's keep it. Let's not overcomplicate it. Alright, let's try that again. With a much more better lead here. Crunch, Moonblast. You know, honestly, maybe I should just like double team the Noivern. That's okay. What's done is done. We'll make it work. Alright, that went off. Moonblast. That's gone. Decidueye's gone. Ampharos. Mudsdale. I honestly want to... Yeah, I want to keep Claire healthy. Let's go after the... I guess Mudsdale. I want some damage on it. Okay, it's got screens up. Let's go for Water Pulse and Moonblast you. That crit honestly mattered. I'm gonna run with it, but that definitely mattered. Let's go into Ice Cream. Get rid of that. Just go for Light Screen here. Alright, that's out. Sheriff, Reflect. I should still outspeed. Maybe Psychic you. That did nothing. I guess that goes to show how bulky that thing is. Okay. Claire. Please don't burn me. I know you probably will regardless. You're not gonna burn me. I don't know if this is a misplay, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, cool. Oh, that sucked. I mean, we can... Sand Slash is gonna be annoying. That would have been nice to hit Sceptile, because since we weren't burned, that probably would have taken it out. Let's go for a Reflect here. I'm surprised that did nothing to Claire. Are we special? Yeah, we're special defensive. I'm surprised that did nothing. I'm not gonna complain about it, but I thought it'd do a little more than that. Oh well, now it's gonna do some more. I guess to be fair, Sand Slash is a very underwhelming ground type. Okay, yeah, the battle really isn't too tricky. Yeah, I should have just played that better, but yeah, we added the Talonflame. Well, I guess Talonflame didn't really do that much though, honestly. I just should have done the first battle much more better, that's all. Our report stated that you were weak. Why were our reports wrong? Sorry. Wee woo wee woo. Wee woo wee woo indeed. Could it be that this was not the first... I don't even know what that word is. A report we've gotten. Alrighty then. You have fun yelling at yourself there. It looks like Flora is waiting for us. You know, Flora, let's just talk. What's going on? I still love how like the Giratina just like pulls up too. That's great. I was wondering what was taking my lackey so long to get back. So did you take the Dark Light Mirror from my crew, or did you happen to make them yourselves? We made it ourselves, thanks. Impressive. Not everything can be... Sorry. Not everyone can be successful at crafting a dark-like mirror. In fact, most get blown away by volatile black shards. Is crafting a dark-like mirror that dangerous? To the inexperienced, yes. Why didn't you warn us? Why did you try dabbling in something you had no idea about? You knew exactly why. Cut it out. You're here for a reason, so start talking. I came to try to persuade you all to just sit down here until my plans have been initialized, sorry. I think I said that all wrong, but that's okay. I'm not here to fight. Why are you bargaining now? Because despite what you might think, Florin, I love you, and I don't want you to get hurt, but my anonymity is crucial to Bladestar's success. I won't allow anything to jeopardize that, not after this long. And if we don't stand down, regardless of your decision, we will part ways from this room. However, if you choose to follow me, know that I won't be so kind the next time we meet. How chivalrous, however you say that. The decision is yours to make, but I highly suggest you stay put. Was the decision to take over Bladestar yours decision or father's decision? Sorry, I read that all wrong. Not even I know at this point, but I suppose that's irrelevant now. I hope the next time we meet it will be in a different light. She's crazy. Flora's always been like this. Then you're terrible at realizing red flags. She's still my sister, I love her, she still loves me too. Her sense of love is extremely warped. Father always had a good relationship with Flora, and now I can understand why. All of it was to condition her into this role and become the successor of Bladestar. Flora's love is all she must know. Even after his death, he's been causing so much grief. Tell it to your therapist for now, we gotta get the hell out of here. Now, you know, it's honestly like an interesting thing, like going like back and forth, how both routes kind of like play out in a sense. Like they're both different, but they kind of like intertwine in a sense a little bit. With this one, like it's interesting that you kind of see it from Florin's perspective now, that, you know, it was hard for him to like accept the truth that, you know, Flora was, you know, a part of Bladestar. Not only that, the leader of Bladestar. And now he's kind of like coming to terms about it, but at the same token, it's difficult on him. Because now he's like, I get why Father gave you more attention. I get why you feel this way. And even though Erin, for an example, was like, you know, like, the way like you perceive things, it's weird, I don't get it. But Erin's like, or sorry, but, you know, Florin's like, but that's my sister though. She's family. I love her. I don't want her doing these things. I wish she didn't. But she is doing that, and, you know, family's family, you know? I don't know. I don't know. It's just something that's probably a really tricky spot to be in, especially for, you know, Florin in this predicament. Because it's like, all you can really do is just, you know, take the punches and keep going, man. Like, what else can you do? Tell it to your therapist for now, we gotta get the hell on out of here. Oh well. Bye, Giratina. And it's gone. Giratina, come back, save it. As long as it's not after us, we shouldn't care. That's a fair point there. Alright, I just hope it doesn't hurt Flora. Right, because like, how do I want to word it? Like, I don't want anything bad to happen. Oh, well, there's an example of pressing random rocks there. You kind of get a cool little item. But, I don't want anything to bad happen with, like, Flora, like, either, you know? Because, I don't know, like, going through both routes, and I know I'll get a little bit more into it towards, like, the end of the episode here. Well, on this first part here. But, like, going through the Flora route, it's one of those things that, yeah, it's not good the way she wants to go about things, but the goal itself, I understand why. You know, like, I get that, but I don't know. I'll keep it simple for now before we get to, like, the end of the episode, before I talk more about it. Oh, hey guys. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And then I guess we can get the OGs back. Hold up. Whoops. Do that. That. Oh wait, what am I doing? There we go. So what are you here? Hyper potion, not bad. I guess I can't get to the computer over there. Is there anything on... It's a weird spot to put bookshelves, you can't even get to them. Okay. So what do you do, sir? You're asking me if there's another way into the decompression room? Yes. Well, you know what they say, being in the dark can open up a brighter view. I don't think people say that. I do, and I'm people. That makes sense to me. Of course it does. I guess that's like a little, like, clue. Alrighty then. Something about the dark. Locked. Darn, the door's locked. We're gonna have to find another way. Is there even another way in? Sorry. There has to be, or we may be... What did you say, Erin? There has to be, or we've already lost. Oh, okay. A decompression lift, okay. So then... Well, the room's dark here. That failed. Being in the dark can open up a brighter view. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Being in the dark can open up a brighter view. I don't think people say that. I do, and I'm people. Oh, wait. Well, then oh. I don't see our character. No? Oh wait, we're kind of clipping in. Nope, not anymore. Oh, okay, I got it now. It's a neat little thing that they decided to do. Because like back then, there was nothing like this on the older versions. And I gotta say, like, I really like this version, honestly. Like, it's kind of like interesting because like I think I brought it up earlier, like the cave was a lot more larger. Like there's a lot of places like you can explore. But this one, it's kind of smaller in a sense, but they somehow made it in a way that they added much more to it, which is like, it sounds weird when I word it like that, but I don't know how else to really like describe it. I honestly like it a lot. One of my fellow grunts deactivated the conveyor belt here. You're gonna have to find them yourselves. But I really like it so far. Oh, I see, so we can't go over there yet. Revive, good item. I guess we'll battle you. Hey, Sammy. Blaze Kick. Cool, cool. Vespa Quinn, Blaze Kick. Nice. As long as Flora escapes, this will all be worth it. Not a bad item. Oh, I see. Okay. What? The conveyor belt was deactivated? I don't know a thing about that. I have a feeling you might. If not, another grunt has gotta know. Let's do that and that. I will say, I love Sableye, man. A really random thing to bring up, but I don't know if it... No, it's not my favorite ghost type. Maybe second or third. I'd have to think about that. Number one, by the way, for ghost typing is Chandelure. And then for just typings, number one for me is Dragon, Steel. I guess Ghost. Yeah, Ghost would be my third favorite typing. And then fourth, definitely Fairy. Fifth, I would have to think about either Ground or Fire typing. To be fair, there really isn't like a type that I dislike at all. I like all 18 of them. But I guess there's just some that I like more than others, if that makes sense. I'll reactivate the conveyor belt for you now. Just leave me alone. Oh, so you were the one that did it. Okay. Oh, there's a notebook there. But real quick. Okay, so we can't go up there yet. What about the computer? Okay, can't get there. Let's read the book then. Entry something soul search. The change in appearances is seemingly harmless. It appears that the soul of the subject is brought forward into a physical form. The soul can be suppressed once more by going through the decompression lift. The lift slowly elevates the subject, which wraps the invisible fields of pressure around the subject. When enough pressure is installed, the subject will return to normal. Good to know. I guess we go on this one then. Because the first one's the one with the red. Yeah, the red's now gone. The boss is counting on me to get rid of pests who are trying to stop her. Cool, cool. I don't think... there's no place that you can get a pharaoh seed in this game, right? At least I don't think so. I mean, if there is, it might be like a really rare chance on, I don't know, some sort of area. I just have no idea where. But maybe you can't, because, I mean, to be fair, Therophorn is pretty... I don't want to word it. It's a pretty wacky Pokemon. If you've played, like, competitive Pokemon, then you kind of know. I don't know, I would safely assume it's still probably pretty playable. I remember, you know, when I was, like, younger, like Gen 6 OU, on Pokemon Showdown, I used to, like, play pretty competitively. I think I've said that before in the past, but whatchamacallit. Yeah, I used to use like Therophorn. Not a lot actually. Like I know a lot of people did use whatchamacallit, Therophorn, but I don't think I really I guess it like depended on the team. I guess it was like 50-50. It just depended on what I was like building at the time. But anyways, the secrets within Dark Light Caves were discovered by my wife who studied the properties of black shards in her time. Through our research, we have come to the conclusion that Dark Light Caves are the result of the meteorite's impact centuries ago. Oh, right, so I had a viewer bring it up before that the giant red meteor thing within that one room, he was telling me that he believes or knows that that is one of the meteorites, or is the meteorite that pretty much hit, you know, this area, which kind of caused the effects within this area with the whole like soul changing thing and whatnot. Very cool, honestly, because like I kind of thought that for some reason that would have like tied it into like another quest, but I guess it's its own like separate rock thing, so yeah, but I guess the book kind of explains a little bit more on that. In fact, the cave itself is the very same meteorite that struck the surface of the Earth. Oh, so like the entire cave is the meteor. That's interesting. The immense amount of energy from that rock flows through the veins of this cave. From that rock. Oh, okay, I see now. The rock in the one room flows through the very veins of the caves. We intend to harness that energy and transform it into something worth using. Oh, sorry about that. This isn't the HQ we regularly use anymore. I bet this place is crawling with incriminating evidence. The boss should have buried this place in dirt and sand. I mean, I would guess it's probably for, you know, settlemental, you know, reasons on why it's not, you know, taken down. And not only that, filling this place with dirt and sand would be a lot of money and a lot of time. You know, I don't know if it's really a coincidence, but I don't think like the little like things there are like a coincidence. I don't think so. I just noticed how they look like the letter Z is all. Okay. Well, there's 2 conveyor belts. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll go with you first. And then if it continues story, we'll go to the other one. Oops. Oh, Pokeball. No. Oh, Dark Memory. Nice. Oh, that's a teleporter. Okay. So then, go here. There. Oh, wait. No, I did the wrong one. I see what it did. We gotta go to the 3rd one here. There we go. Well, our team... I don't know if there's a... Is there a battle that pops up here? Wait, I can see the elevator just up ahead. Let's head that way. Oh, okay. So I guess we can't go back. If there is a battle, I'll just go back to reheal. Oof, sorry for the pause there. We're back now. The lift has been activated. Doors have been closed for your own safety. No. Oh no. Too late. Well, that's a certified bro moment. What? Oh, what? Hello? Voice crack there. Ah, I see now. I kind of wondered where you ran off to. Well, to be fair, I don't blame Giratina for being pretty pissed off here. Bring it on. Oh, well, this is interesting. Okay, this is probably similar to a certain other thing. Okay. I guess let's power up here. Giratina's next attack will do double the damage. Okay. I guess we'll speed up here. Can I Shadow Force? No, I can't. What about healing? Okay. What about... Oh. I guess we'll do that again. Maybe heal here? Oh, now we could do it. Okay. Well, let's see what that does. Oh, what? Oh. Bro moment. Giratina used its gathered energy to restore itself to its former glory. Oh wait, that did a lot of damage. I guess we'll take out that. Rose Raid is next. I guess whenever you choose something, you can't go back. Let's heal here. Just to be safe, because I don't know what Flora can do. I guess Shadow Force? Okay. Shadow Sneak. Oh. Oh, there we go. I can't lose here. Darn you, Giratina. That's a certified bro moment. That was honestly really cool though that they kind of like added that. Because like again, like back then there was nothing like that at all. That was really unique. What are you doing? I'm thinking of my very own cave name that I'll be known for as from now on. Since this is going to be a place we're stuck in for a while, name yourself Fern. Those grow in caves. Is that a Reborn reference? Yeah, it is. Somehow I feel like that name doesn't suit me. Not at all, Florin. Not at all. The lift is back. What? Flora? She's hurt. I swear to everything in my life, there better not be something in the lift shaft. I've had enough fighting for one day. Me too. Flora's gonna need medical attention, so we need to get on out of here ASAP. Don't have to tell me twice, let's get on out of here. So that's interesting then. How it does play differently than the Flora one, with the whole elevator scene there. I mean, of course it is going to, but whatchamacallit, on that one, Garatina kind of like joined you, but with this one, Garatina kind of like, you know, pulled up on Flora and was just like, I'm gonna head out now. Well, to be fair, though, like, how can it do that? Because, like, the lift didn't... I mean, I guess it got elevated enough that it was able to. And sorry for hid my lamp there. But, man, I guess it was enough for it to get on out of there, because it is a legendary. That might be what it is. Hey, it looks like we've been decompressed properly. Yeah, seems like it. Flora's awake. How are you doing, Flora? Sorry, how are you doing, Flora? Had enough time misbehaving yet? I'm not gonna say that. Love you too, Miss Broccoli. So what now? We leave, simple as that. Flora's got a date with the Grand Dream City Police, don't you? In your dreams. I wouldn't take another step if I were you. Oh, Rhoda's here. You. What are you doing here? Oh, well. Rhoda? Nice to see you again, Florin. Now back to business. Flora Gravelia? I don't know if I've... Gravelia, however you say that. I don't know why I've always said Gravelia, but Gravilla. Gravelia, sorry. Gravelia. I gotta start saying it right. You are under arrest. Under arrest for what? For being the leader of Blade Star. Can't you use your brain? Oh, the leader of Blade Star, we were only notified of affiliation, but this is much more severe. You have evidence and key witness stacked against you, Flora. What do you plan to do now? I want a lawyer. That's probably the smartest thing you've said so far. Very well, that is in your right. Well, to be fair, that's not really true about Flora. Because, like, again, like, it's one of those things that, I go back to it before. The words sound good on paper, but the actions that she wants to do to achieve them, like, that kind of, like, goal, that's where we have our disagreement. Until then, I think we're going to have to expedite you to not Grand Dream City, to the Judicial District, Stat. For a moment. So, what's going to happen to Flora now? Well, Flora is being flown to the Judicial District of Grand Dream City. There, she is going to be tried for all of her crimes she's guilty for. It was a good thing Malia decided to call Rhoda the moment we stumbled across that Blade Star base. Oh, and by the way, on the Flora route towards the end, I kind of thought that that mystery person that one viewer brought up was the one to make the phone call, but I didn't notice that Malia and Venom were on that side of the table there, so yeah, Malia and Venom did it, not the one person. That was my mistake when I said that, because like at that time I didn't notice them there until I saw like their like name and text there, so I just thought I'd re-say that here. Call Rhoda the moment we stumbled across that Blade Star base. We saw some suspicious looking people walk around Route 7, and we tailed them until we found that room with the lift. I didn't want to mess with anything there, so I immediately reported it. It's gonna be okay, Florin. None of this was your fault. I know, it all just sucks. There's no going back from here. It's something that I brought up before with Florin, that it is like a tricky spot, because like imagine, you know, like you learn something that a family or a friend did that's pretty like terrible. Like, yeah, it's kind of normal to have these kind of emotions, you know. That was his, you know, his sister. It's gotta be rough on him. And not only that, you know, his best friend Talon being turned to stone as well, so he's definitely going through it. I know it all just sucks, there's no going back from here, there's no use crying over spilled milk, especially not at a milk bar. Flora was dangerous, her actions at Darklight Cave prove that. On a brighter note, this is a cool place you got here, Rhoda. Thanks, it's just a little side hustle I do in my spare time. I notice everyone around here is quite young. That's because I only hire kids who are having a rough time figuring themselves out. She means delinquents. Florin, you know I don't like to use that term. They're just in a rough spot. Working here gives them a working wage, benefits, and a chance to better themselves. They also know how to make a mean cinnamon spice milkshake. Milkshakes aside, I think it's time I made my leave. Thanks for the meal, everyone. I appreciate your hospitality. Wait, Erin, you said you were looking for someone named Alita. That's right, Alon said you were all friends of hers. I'll let you know if I find her or not. Do not worry. We're going to help you search for her. Really? Don't you have a train to catch once the bridge is fixed? That's still gonna take a while, so we're stuck here. Go on. In that case, I'll take Darklight Woods again. You two take Route 7 and Honig Woods. We'll rendezvous again at Darklight Village. Gotcha. Alrighty then. And then there were 3. Guess I'm a sitting duck now too. Alon, Malia told me that you're taking on the gym challenge, right? Now that Flora is out of the equation, Florin is due to take her spot as the grass-type gym leader. You two could kill time by battling right now. I guess you're right about that. I could give it a try. That's the spirit. I think I know a place we can have our battle Alon. It's deep within Darklight Woods, but it's easy to get to. We could go there together if you like. Yeah, why not? Alright, before we do that, I'm curious, can you find Erin, Venom, and Malia searching? Whoops, hold up. Since we're by the village, if I can speak. Oh, there you are. There we go. She better show up in the next 10 minutes or I'm leaving. I'm serious about that, by the way. I'm more than certain that you are, Erin. Okay. Let's see. I guess we'll take a look here. But overall, as like I'm walking around just to kind of like talk about and whatnot, I very much enjoyed both routes, man. Like, both are so unique and so different from one another, honestly, that I don't know if I can really choose one that I like more than the other, because like I appreciate how with the Florin and Erin route that, you know, you kind of go around, of course, with Florin and Erin, you kind of learn the truth and whatnot about certain things, and you kind of get to the conclusion on, you know, her getting arrested, you know, Garatina now disappearing, and, you know, of course, her joining you for a little while, and just kind of like going through the cave and the Bladestar base and all of that. I really like how they added more than the older version with all of that, honestly. But with the Flora route, there really wasn't a ton of like exploration kind of stuff, but it was more lore heavy, that it gave you like some information and some certain things with, you know, Flora and why the way she is, and, you know, with her father, you know, like preparing her for the day that she takes the helm and, you know, leads Bladestar into victory. You know, it's such a cool thing, honestly. And of course, I cannot forget about that certain mystery character that appears. That was super cool, because I don't want to say like their name, but there's somebody else that I was honestly expecting, but not the other one that appeared, so that was a very interesting surprise to see that. But I don't know, I think both are good in their like own different ways and whatnot. And I don't think I can really choose one over the other. I really don't think so. What's interesting is, like, I know Honig didn't really change, but that one area still stayed the same. Because this used to be the old way you got out of the cave here. And it looks like you can't really get into there anymore. Unless I'm blind, which is very possible. Let me look. Well, maybe you can. Hold up. Maybe I'm being dumb. No, yeah, I'm being dumb. You can still get here. Oh. Okay. Yeah. It just didn't show this part. Okay. I see, says the blind man. Because, like, back then, you walked out of the cave, to, her getting arrested and whatnot. But with this one, you stayed on the lift as she got arrested when she tried to run out. Oh, right, you. Somebody brought up that I should check out the other option here. Hello there, child. Would you like to know a fun fact? This garden is where we dig up remains of humans and Pokemon for our brew. Is that true? Of course not, silly. That was just a joke. Run along now. Oh, well. Hold up. I want to look at that again. Well, whether that is true or not, I guess have fun. Okay, let's see. I didn't really see them though, so I guess it's only Erin that you can see. That's okay. I was just curious if Millie and Venom may be around. But yeah, both were honestly very good. I like, again, like how both of them, you know, like they added more to it. But at the same token, they added, well, back then there was like a lot of like that cave that you can like run around. Oh, so that tree's now gone. Alright, the cave. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's just an easier way if I'm around here if I wanted to go back down there. Right, because there's gotta be... Right? Where are they? I remember seeing them on the Flora route. We did capture a Bronzor. There was something else. Yeah, these guys here. And then wasn't there a... There you are. I wouldn't mind capturing a Wobbuffet. Not a bad Pokemon. And plus, even though I kind of want to try refraining from using a Wobbuffet. I know I used it during the intense mode no items let's play during like V13, but if there comes a point that we need to use a Wobbuffet, we kind of have one. If I can keep it in the ball though. Please. There we go. I don't know why, I kind of want to name it James. Why not? I'm pretty sure Wobbuffet was Jesse's Pokemon. But I might be misremembering that. No, well, I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, I guess we'll get on out of here and meet up with Florin and Rhoda. Or Rhodia, however you say her name correctly. Where was you... or where were you guys again? Up here. Right. But yeah, I mean, like, I guess, like, there's more I can get into if I wanted to do, like, a spoiler thing and whatnot, but... I don't think I'm going to. I think I pretty much said everything, and you can watch both parts if you want to, or one or the other, however you want to go about it, but, yeah, and plus, like, this video is extremely long as it is, so, yeah, we'll keep it at that. We'll keep it simple. But, yeah, anyways, I very much enjoyed both routes, as usual. I just, again, want to say, I've said it before here and there, just thanks to Jane and Zumi and all the developers for what they've done. There's been so many wonderful things going through this version that have, you know, changed with the story and whatnot, and I'm very, very happy with a lot of it for the most part. Again, there's some things from the older version that I kind of miss, but for the most part, I've been very much enjoying this, and I really love what they've done so far, you know, leading up to Grand Dream City here, you know, like getting on the train and moving forward and all of that. There's been a lot of amazing changes that have been made with the story since like the older versions. Not that I don't like the older way that it played out, but I feel like they definitely improved a lot with adding more things, taking out some certain things, and just like redoing it overall. Like I very much enjoy it overall. But anyways, that will be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. Next part is going to be getting into the Flora route. If you are going to watch that, cool. If not, I love you guys. Take care. Good morning. Alrighty, so like I brought up towards the beginning of this episode, I will be going through both routes, the Flora route and the Erin and Florin route. I was told by a few viewers that it is recommended that I at least check out all of the routes that you can do. That of course going with Flora or going with Florin and Erin. Now ultimately for the Paragon playthrough that I have going on here, we are going to be going with Florin and Erin's route and continuing forward, but like I brought up a few moments ago, we are going to check out Flora's route just to see how it plays out differently from some of the older versions of Rejuvenation. And plus, I was also told that if you go with Flora, there is a certain character that you do get to see only on Flora's route. I have a feeling I know who it is. I don't want to say their name just yet because it is kind of a heavy spoiler. I will say that I believe their name starts with the letter R. I will leave it at that. If I'm wrong, then I guess maybe Dr. Jenkle. That's the only guy I can think of. Other than that, I don't know who it may be, but we'll leave that at that and go on the Flora route. I did go on ahead and go to an old save, by the way. I did re-explain some of this on the, you know, first part of the video, but I guess I could reset again. I did go back to a old save. We did this cutscene with Florin and Erin going up there, Flora going that way. We are on the Flora route, by the way, on this one. And at this point, as I'm playing this, I don't know what happens with the Florin and Erin route. So, yeah. But once I finish up the Flora route, check it all out, and see how it all plays out, I will be going back to an old save to where I left off with Florin and Erin on the last episode, and continuing on from then. So, yeah. Now, I did kind of already save in here and already did talk to her. I do apologize about that. Pretty simply, I believe she was like somewhere around here, and she brought up that she wanted to investigate the room by herself and she wants us to investigate the outside area here. So, yeah. I assume we go to the door, right? Flora left you to investigate the space, but, right, yeah. Confront, Flora, stay and investigate. So it is similar to the older version. It's just a little bit different with like the layout. Confront, Flora, stay and investigate. I assume the one that they want me to go with is confront Flora, but let's stay and investigate. I want to do that one first, and then once I see how it all plays out, we'll go into confronting her. I just kind of want to see, maybe not every single text and every single thing, but I want to see most of the ways that you can play this out, if that makes any sense. But I don't think we're going to do like everything, because there are a lot of things within this game. So I found out some important information specifically on how we can get on out of here and why we look the way that we do. Are you interested in knowing why we have changed our forms? I'm curious. Dark Light Cave is a place filled with massive amount of energy. This is due to the high amount of black shards gathered in one spot. If a living being falls into Dark Light Caves at a fast enough rate, their appearance would change. The physical change in our appearance is a result of this. However, this phenomenon is only possible in Dark Light Cave. If we were to leave the cave without decompressing our souls back into our bodies, well, our bodies would be obliterated essentially. The best comparison I can make would be how divers must decompress before returning to the surface. It is the same here. We cannot go above ground without decompressing. The method on how we do is quite simple actually. This place is actually an old Bladestar base. At the very beginning of the cave there is a lift that will decompress us as we ascend to the ground level. But to get there, we're going to have to craft what's called a dark-like mirror. Instructions on how to do so are all around this room and in the office space back there. Since you wanted to tag along so badly, I'm going to leave this duty up to you. No crying and no complaining. I did the investigation after all. Instructions on how to craft the dark-like mirror are all around this place. You wanted to follow me so badly, so this duty will be up to you. Have fun. I will. Now, I will go over, like the outfits and the soul thing in a moment, but I'll wait on that for now, because there are some things that I do want to say about that. So I'm hoping it's the same code as the last episode. So fire... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll just let it fail. My bad. I didn't mean to press it twice. That's okay. It happens. So fire, electric, plasma, and then 15 seconds if I'm not mistaken. And then if I press speed up, yeah, it kind of acts a little weird, so let's not do that. I think last time it was like 2 minutes, but this time it's like 4 seconds. But of course you want to press it on 15. Not proceeding. Processing the shard. Commencing. Yes, this seems to be correct. And the craftsmanship is quite nice. Actually quite nice, sorry. Are you an artisan or something? Never mind, I don't need to know. With this dark-like mirror, we should be able to get on out of this cave now. We should rendezvous with my brother and the other girl now. Let's go. Sounds like a plan. So I guess we'll head on over here. Well, actually... let me stop right here for a second. Let's go into some spoilers about the whole soul thing with our appearances and whatnot. I want to go into some of that real quick. Alright, so with her talking about that, I really wanted to bring it up and give my take on all of this, because it's honestly like a really interesting thing how like this cave works. And it's really cool because like this cave, Valor Mountain, but there's also the Voidal Chasm that works in a very weird way. They seem to have different ways on how the three work, but they are still kind of, you know, mysterious, and they don't really have a lot of answers to why they react and do the things that they do towards the character. Because again, Valor Mountain, it's based off, you know, like the emotions on, you know, the crystals that you, with like the, what is it, like that vial that that one skateboard hoverboard dude gives you. I don't want to like say his name. I've already done it before multiple times, and I was told that I kind of like gave that away for new viewers. I'm sorry about that, but we'll just call him hoverboard dude for now. When he gave you that vial to change the mood of Valor Mountain, and of course with this cave, you know, if you fall down too quickly, you know, your soul kind of like takes over in a sense, and it shows like your true nature and what's within your soul and like your personality and all that, and I'll get into that in a moment. And of course you have to like go through the process of like decompressing before leaving, because if you do, let's just say you're gonna, how do I want to word it, implode, similar to that one whole submarine incident that happened like a year or so ago. That whole thing, what was it called? Like the Ocean Gate? That giant Pringle can looking thing? I will never understand why a bunch of people thought it was smart to do that. But it's still a pretty tragic thing, and I couldn't imagine what, you know, friends and family are going through with that whole thing, but I could never imagine myself doing something like that. But What's done is done. It sucks that happened, but that's a pretty good example for what would happen to us if we just up and left without decompressing. But, whatchamacallit? What was the next thing? The Voidal Chasm. Right. It's interesting. If you stay in there too long and get in there, you know, for a long period of time, you start to, like, forget yourself and you just wander aimlessly forever and ever until, hopefully, somebody finds you. And like I brought up before, nobody knows how all three of them, like, work and whatnot. They just do it for some reason. There really isn't a lot to why they do the things that they do. Anyways, more so speaking on like Dark Light Cave and the Soul thing and whatnot, going off of the outfits and whatnot. Alon is very interesting here because, as many may know if you've played the game before, that Alon was actually once, you know, Alon, a normal character within the game. We aren't the actual Alon. We play as Alon, but we're not necessarily the real Alon, if that makes sense. Now, it is interesting because on the Jane and Zumi live stream that they did for the not charity event, the fundraiser for Zumi, they brought up during their segment with Jane and Zumi, like talking about Rejuve and all of that. They brought up that you know, about like the 5 pro tags and how they have like different outfits, and they kind of like described, you know, a lot of that kind of stuff. And it's really interesting, and it like reminds me that I really want to see some of the other looks, honestly, to some of the other characters. And I even got a comment on that about using debug. I don't unfortunately have debug, and I don't really plan to have like any like debug or sandbox or like cheats or like mods or anything like that. When the game is all said and done, maybe I will look into that. I'm just not really a big fan of like using that kind of stuff. I know I did technically on the Reborn Let's Play, but that was during like the older version when I started that series, and I only did it just for leveling, since leveling up in that game on some of the older versions, many that have played the game know exactly what I'm referring to. It took so much time to just level up. It was so time consuming. So that's why I used that for that game, because I played it legitimately multiple times without using any of that. But after a while, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna use it. It's so convenient. Not that there's anything bad about, you know, sandbox or mods or anything like that. They're great. They are extremely helpful. I just like playing the game without using any of that. But when the game is fully completed, I can definitely look into trying some of that stuff out, but for now, I don't have any intentions on doing that. I do, however, hope that maybe with Tent Guy, if I can, you know, give him black prisms to get the different pro tags to play as them, maybe I can come back down here and we can retain this form here to see all the other ones, how they would look. If not, hopefully maybe down the road there's a different area that we can maybe have this attire, you know, maybe not, I don't know. Worst case scenario, I'll just look it up on like YouTube or Google or something like that just to see them all. But I do remember I did get a comment on that saying that I should check it all out, and if I do have debug I should show it, but like I said, I don't have any of that. So yeah, and honestly, I would love to play as like this sprite in the overworld. Honestly, I love the blue and purple look because those are some of my favorite colors. But I don't know, just Alon is like a mobster kind of like guy, you know. I would totally play as this version, you know. But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah. Anyways, on to like the soul and the representation and all of that. Alon, well, let me go into this. All of the pro tags have a word that represent them pretty much, like a personality in a sense. And I'll go over them all. Hopefully I can remember their names. Well, real quick before I do that, again, like Alon was once a person. Avis, Avia, Ario, or Arrow, sorry, not Ario, Arrow, Milan, Axel, and Arena, and Anna were once real people. They, of course, lived, I think within Hiyoshi. They were all foster kids, if I'm not mistaken. They stayed within Hiyoshi in the one school building place. I don't know if they necessarily lived there, but I don't think they lived there, but that was like one of the places that you can see that they did like stay at or was at during their time when they were alive. And right, and of course Crescent was there as well, but she's not, of course, a pro tag that you play as. But sticking to the pro tags though, each one of them has a different word that represent them. We'll go in order. Let's see if I can remember. Avis, the first guy that you could choose on the beginning of the game screen. What was it? Bravery, I think, is what he represents. Avia represents tranquility, if I'm not mistaken. I think. And if I'm wrong on any of these, please correct me. It's been a minute. But I believe she represents tranquility. She's the one with the pink and I think white shirt and like outfit and all of that. Avis, like he has more of like a blackish dark green kind of like look, pretty much. Next up is what's his name? Axel. I'm gonna be real. That one I don't remember. I don't think it's Prankster. I don't think so. It might be, but I think it is something else. But he's the one that has the more like gray and like black spiky hair kind of look. He's a very like mischievous and like a big prankster, pretty much. I don't think prankster is like the word that he represents. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's something. Arena, she has the long two ponytails that are, I think, braided. I'm trying to remember. I see her face and all. I don't know if it's like a velvet shirt or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's something like that. You probably know who I'm referring to. If I'm not mistaken, she represents happiness. I might be wrong on that one too, but if it is that, then cool. Alon represents wrath. Now, of course, wrath, the outfit here being, a mobster and whatnot. It makes sense on why we have this look, since he does represent wrath. Arrow, being strong, is his, word, or like the main thing that describes him. Is that. Anna is mercy, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, and of course at this point, the only one that I know is the mobster attire for Alon here. The other ones I do not know, but I will look into them at some given point. But yeah, going into Flora though, it's actually interesting. Thank you, by the way, for letting me know about Flora's outfit. They told me that she was more of a old-time like dictator or like a commander kind of look, and that honestly fits her role very well, with being, of course, the leader of Bladestar and how, she is with all of that. I don't want to get into specifics just yet about her goals and whatnot. I'll leave it vague for now, but it does represent her personality pretty well and her soul pretty well. Florin over here, it makes total sense for him being an angel, since, well, I think most probably know, and if you're new and don't know, well, I don't know why you're listening to this part unless you don't really care about spoilers. He's just a very good person overall. He does good for himself, his friends, family, the people that are around him, strangers. He wants to help the environment. He wants to make Grand Dream City a much more safe and better, place for everybody to, thrive and be good in and be happy. He's just an overall very good person by soul. So that's why he represents an angel. Now, Erin, very cool. Very, very cool. Because if I remember correctly, during V13, if you go on, well, you have to play the route, of course. The route with her, Canon, confronting Angie. There was a point where Sierra, like, did something to them, and she kind of went into like this flashback kind of mode. Well, I don't know if it's like, well, yeah, it was a flashback kind of thing with some of the things that appeared. But after all of that happened, she had like a vision or like a moment that she confronted Indred, and she made a declaration to herself and to Indred that I will take the role as the devil if it means that my friends, the people that I love and care for, my family, Malia, Erin, Alice, Alon, and all the others, if they're all safe and the world is better, I will be the villain. I will be the devil. I will be the bad person within this story if it means that I get to take out Indred. That's why she kind of represents, the devil here. And that's such a cool detail there. And I have to say, back then on the older versions, there was nothing like this at all. But it's just so neat and cool how, creative, the devs and Jane and all of them have just gotten. Like, this is such a random thing that I wouldn't even think about, but they did. They thought about this. Such a cool detail. Very, very cool, man. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll stop there with the spoilers. Alrighty then. Hopefully I didn't forget too much else on what I may have wanted to say, but if I did, that's okay. There you two are. Have you found anything of note? Just some old documents about this place. Turns out this place is an old Bladestar base, but that's not all. Flora, there's something I found that I need to tell you. Oh? I found a tape in one of the rooms, and it had a video recording of our father. Okay, so it pretty much plays out the same. I mean, I guess I could still... well... yeah, I'll just skip it. It plays out the same as the other one. The text might be slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. Expose, keep quiet. I assume if I expose, it's going to play out the exact same as the last episode, of the exception of not going with Florin and Erin. So let's do this one first, and then we'll go with the second one with keeping quiet. Because with this route, it's honestly really interesting. We know that Flora is the leader of Bladestar. However, in this scenario, she doesn't know that I know that. So pretty much, yeah, we expose her, they go on their little rant there. The evidence is sound. The other options, I could probably go through them, but I'm not going to go through every single little thing. I probably should, but I'm not going to worry about it, because I assume... because like, I think like some of them lose points, and I just don't want to like do that. So let's say all of this is true. What now? Are you three prepared? What are you three prepared to do about it? I don't want to do anything. You're my sister, but you have crimes you must pay for, such as... let's start with the demolition of Grand Bridge, for starters. Well, yeah, we kind of already read all of this. Let's see. Yeah, it plays out the same. She runs away. And then I assume... yeah, okay, so it pretty much plays the same. I'll pause here and then go with the route of being quiet. Alrighty then, let's keep quiet on this one. I suppose, would you rather wait for Giratina to awaken then? No, I'm okay. Good, just know that we have to change our forms back to normal, and to do that we need to use this device called the Dark Light Mirror to do it. And how is a mirror going to help us? It's quite simple actually. I read a book that detailed its use. Allow me to demonstrate. These pillars hold a gem that reflects a strange light. When you reflect the light of the mirror, the cave just changed. Looks like that book was right. The Dark Light Mirror has the power to change dimensions within the cave. This will allow us to escape. I would have never believed something like this was possible. Anything is possible, Florin. You'll realize that soon. Giratina is waking up, which means we need to move now. Don't have to tell me twice. Let's get on out of here. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it looks quite a bit different. Oh, that guy's kind of cool. Oh, that must be one of the new forms, maybe. Yeah, it is. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I capture it here, because we're not gonna play on this one. Well, I mean, we're playing it now, but I'll have to redo some of the older stuff. It's no use, this is a no-go, we gotta find some other path. Pretty sure that's the sound of Giratina waking up? Crap, I was hoping we could get more distance than this. Yo, Alon, you're the leader, right? Then the leader takes this. If the secret of Darklight Caves is the dimension hopping, then we'll need this mirror. Now that you have it, you're responsible, don't get us killed. Sounds like a plan. I'll certainly try not to. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There we go. So then, go over here. Oh, here we go. To fight corruption. That's a Blade Star grunt. Why do they look like that? Rude. No, I mean, they're translucent. Something's not right. Doesn't matter, they're about to attack. To fight corruption. Alright, 4 Pokemon. Yeah, let's do that and this. Get rid of that. Confuse Ray. You have got to go. Please don't hit yourself with confusion. Alrighty. Kitty should do. I guess Olympia. Sonar, Earthquake. There we go. To proceed with our plans without interruption. They disappeared. What the hell? Besides that, it seems our forms broke apart when we began battling. Does something disrupt them during... Oh. Hey there, Giratina. And I like how she still has kind of like that look too. Giratina is awake. It looks different. It's kind of tiny. It must have transformed the same way we have. It's possible that it just took longer because it's a Pokemon. So happy you're taking notes, taking notes for your thesis paper, but have you all forgotten that we're on the run? It does look pretty angry. Good point. Alon, lead the way. Real quick. Hey there. Alright, you just stay up in that corner. And... well, real quick, is there... I see that. I assume we can't get there right now. Oh, here we go. End of the line. Quick question, does Bladestar normally look like glitch apparitions, sorry? No, they usually just in your face and obtrusive. This one looks so friendly. Alon, why don't you give her a kiss? End of the line. Vespa Queen, Tangrowth, let's get you on out of there. Let's do this. Okay. End of the battle. Cool, cool. Now real quick. Oh, here we go. What if Giratina catches up to us? We're done for. Will you just be quiet? If you keep screaming, you'll notify the Horde. Oh, brother. Alon, could you run a little faster? We're kind of in a predicament. I don't know if I could keep up. I'm running as fast as I can. Fly faster. When we decompress, will I lose my wings? Yes, we should revert back into our original selves. Oh, I love my tail. Is there anything else, though? Okay, I assume that's probably it. I don't really want to mess with the butterfly, but since we're not really saving, well, yeah, I don't want to save on this one so we can go back, and we're not gonna like do it on this playthrough, like going through the Flora route. I don't really mind doing that. More of these. We don't have time for this a lot. Let's take care of these ones quickly. Sounds like a plan. The Hitmonlee's a little scary. Okay. I'm surprised that did barely anything to sonar. I mean, I guess to be fair, it is a Blossom. Let's go after Roselia. I don't think that crit really mattered. Unless for some odd reason it's like, I don't know, Eviolite. Then maybe. But I doubt a Grunt would just have an Eviolite. But you never know. Blaze Kick, Hair Slash. We'll just do this. Cool, cool. Seriously? Okay. I will say, I do like the cave's appearance. Oh. Oh, look at what I found here. Time to play. This is getting annoying. Tear them apart. Oh, look what I found here. Time to play. Alrighty then. Noivern, Sceptile. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, let's double team you. Okay. Ampharos, okay. Let's do that. Do that. Okay. There we go. Our reports stated that you were weak. Why were our reports wrong? Okay. Oh, we got another one here. Let's see. Oh, there's a different room here. Okay, so that's locked. The tree's blocking that path. Okay. Oh, so what's over here? We've gotten pretty far from that Giratina, hopefully. Giratina is one thing, but what's going on with these Bladestar grunts? I don't know. But they are not in their right mind, if that's applicable at all. For all we know, this could be some weird phenomenon unique to the caves. We need to go. If what I read was correct, there should be a place for us to fix ourselves up ahead. Florin? That scream. It sounded sad. It's most likely just upset it didn't gnaw on our bones or whatever. And that's going to change unless we move right now. Come to think of it, we haven't seen Giratina since that first room. Not even much of a scream until now. And what are we supposed to do with that information? Nothing. I was just mentioning the particularities of the situation. Such a philosopher, Erin. I'll remember you when you get torn up by a Giratina. Someone's being a little salty. I'm so sorry to have offended you with my observation. Guys, please stop fighting. We made it this far. Can't we get along just a little bit longer? I'm all for cooperating as long as she is. Taking orders from an imp is a large one. From an imp? I have no idea what that means. Oh. Hey, Giratina. There's another one here. Okay, I'm done here. Run. Oh. You know, one day you'll get there. I'm curious though. What happens if you... Okay. You know what? What if you went back? Oh, hey, Wobbuffet. There's gotta be a... Maybe not. I won't worry about it. Well... Nah, why not? Let's see. And that's kind of like an interesting thing. Nothing happened. Yeah, she's just gone. Interesting. Okay. I'm kind of curious on that whole thing then. Alrighty. Right, I need to go... No. I had it right the first time. I just realized this is going to be a pretty long episode. Right. Weird. But okay. I think I might understand what it's doing. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. I like the music. Interesting room there. And I love the colors too. I remember I got a question from a longtime viewer asking like my favorite like part or like I guess like route or place within Rejuvenation. I don't know, man. I know I commented back to them, but I don't know, honestly. I'd have to think about that. There's so many like beautiful areas within the game. This place looks well maintained for an abandoned factory. Wait, the sign says decompression lift. Is this our way on out of here? Huh? Why did you... The store is locked. No, it can't be locked. It cannot be locked. It's locked. It is what it is. Alright, so what's the plan then? The door seems like it has a simple locking mechanism. I can probably pick it. You can pick locks. You don't see anything. I can see everything quite clearly, actually. More of these spectators. Just take care of them. I need time to pick the lock. There's only 2 of them. How hard can it be? Oh, well. Okay, this is actually a problem. So many. Here goes, I suppose. Alrighty then. Let's do this. Where did you get a Dragonite, ma'am? Speaking on that, I don't think you can get a Dratini in this game right now. I know you can get Beldum, Bagon, Gumi. What's its name? Dino. Gibble. And I think Jangmo. Well, I know you can get the avian form of it. But I don't know if you can get the regular Jangmo. I don't remember, actually. I remember back then, if I'm not mistaken, the old starter room were... and honestly, that's one of the things I missed. The starter room with Rejuvenation was so cool. I really wish they didn't change that. But I guess with like the layout of the game, they had to. Which, again, it makes sense and I understand. But I think on that randomized thing, where like it gives you like a random starter, there's like a 0.1% chance of you getting a Jangmo by that. I think I remember that in some of the older versions. I never really gone for that though, because I've always chose Blaziken. I can't... This is really annoying. They just don't stop. You know what? They aren't even real to begin with. Time to cut off their heads. Absol, Night Slash. Leave us alone. Oh, what? What did I just do? No idea, but it was awesome and very cool. Do it again. I'm almost done. Just keep doing your angel thing in the meantime. Alon, let's take the next batch. Alrighty then. You got it. Alrighty then. I'm not even gonna question this. What I do know is that thing has got to go. I guess to be fair though, Latios is a little bit more scarier than Latios, but I certainly wouldn't underestimate any of them. Wait, is that? Oh my god, that's the only one. Of course. Oh. Whatever, I don't care. Let it play out. I got it, it's open. Run. We're all going to get eaten alive by Bladestar grunts. No one is getting eaten alive by Bladestar grunts, but there were so many, I can't keep using that power forever. We can't be that much further from the decompression site. I'm out of here. This door's locked too. We're trapped. Florin, you need to get it together. If you keep panicking, then you really are Bladestar meat. Flora, can't you pick this lock too? Look at the door. It has no lock on it. It's probably magnetically locked. Oh no. Let's split up again. There are 2 rooms that can be searched. Oh hell no. You want to split up again? That's ridiculous. Do we have time to argue about this right now? Very well, but Alana's keeping an eye on you again. Fine by me. Come on, Florin. Let's search this room. For a moment. Alan, you're very bad at keeping secrets. You know what I am, right? Don't play innocent. I see the way you look at me. So why didn't you rat me out? That's cool. I'm so glad I went with this route as well. Well, like choosing to not expose her. And like not like confront her back then. That's cool. I trust you. I didn't want to. I'm not sure myself. That's so cool. And this is going to be a very long episode. Okay, let me look at the friendship points. What are we, chapter 10? Sorry, I'm just getting the points now. If you had gone with Flora and not exposed when she confronts you, I trust you is -2. I didn't want to is +2. Okay. I didn't want to. I see I don't have your full trust yet. Good. You shouldn't trust anyone you just met. There are snakes hiding in the thicket. Either way, thanks. Now for our current situation, those spectres are not my grunts. Erin and Florin should find the key to the decompression room shortly. For now, I want to take a look at the surveillance footage and investigate this mess closer. I'll control the screens over here. You just look at them and tell me when you find something weird. Find something weird. Take a look at the screen. Press left or right. Okay. Let's do that. This room is filled with those Giratina, but they don't look right either. They look exactly like their apparitions. Wait, so the camera can pick them up, or can they not? This is so confusing. It feels like I'm going to pop a blood vessel. They aren't even moving with a goal, just completely aimless and brain dead. I'm done with this frame. What about this one? Look at those two love birds. Love angel, love devil. I don't think she is his type anyways. Let's tune into what they're so interested in. Ren, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Yes? Your sister's definitely involved with Bladestar, right? There's just too much evidence that points towards her. Why would you say such a thing? It's not true. Come on, Florin. You're not stupid. Far from it, actually. Flora insisted she go off on her own and then suddenly has the answers for everything? Just put two and two together already. If you're so sure, then you're taking a big risk in asking her brother about something like this. How do you know I'm not in this too? You're right, I'm taking a big risk by asking you so up front, but I wouldn't have taken the risk if I didn't think the odds weren't in my favor. The way your face dropped when you saw your father on that screen said it all. I just don't know. But it's not my business, so I won't go into it or confront her about it. It's not like I have concrete evidence either. Just keep an eye on her from now on. So both of them suspect me. I figured as much. There wasn't really a way I could discreetly lure the group out of here myself, especially with Giratina being in the way. I had to act fast. I'll deal with this budding issue another time. Major bro moment. God, I love Rejuvenation. That's so cool. What are you doing here? Like... Well, actually... No. Giratina, right? It has to be... Well, maybe a mix of Giratina, maybe kind of keeping an eye on us too. I want to keep my answers and my ways that I word it very vague with her specifically. That's so cool. I like that. Nothing important on this... Wait a minute. Who is that? Oh no. What is this? Oh no, has my system in this base been taken over by a virus? I suppose you could refer to me as a virus, but you'll find out quick enough that I am something much worse. Though there is one thing that you always must know about me and my actions. It is simply just business. That's so cool. That is so cool. How they added just a little bit about her. That's cool. There's so much I want to say, but I have no explanation for what just happened. Wait, Alon, look at the monitor. That's the decompression lift and there's a Giratina standing right on it. We need that lift to get the hell out of here, of this stupid cave, sorry. Darn it, we have no choice, we're gonna have to fight. Need I remind you that we're in an extremely vulnerable state right now. If we are damaged too much, our souls will be destroyed, and that's a fate worse than death, I assure you. So be ready. That whole scene was so cool. I'm so glad I went with this. Thank you so much, by the way, for the viewers that like told me to check out this route as well. That's so cool. Good news, Florin and I found the card key to open this stupid door, but it turns out that it's not a card key at all, and more of an interface lock. So that's undone, and we should be able to leave right now. And I like how Erin has like that little, curious look right now. Good, but there's still a small problem. Those spectres that have been plaguing us, I fear that they may not have been real. What do you mean? We found a surveillance area, and we looked at the footage when we were fighting that horde. It displayed us fighting nothing, just attacking the air itself. So, they're illusions. I believe so. Nifty. However, another Giratina seems to be on the decompression lift ahead, and I'm not sure that this is a spectre, so we'll have to fight it. Most likely. No. What are you knowing about? Alon is probably the one who's gonna fight it, while the rest of us sit pretty. I mean, that's pretty much how it's been this entire time anyways. Very true. No point in waiting now, it's just through that door. Let's finish all of this. Okay. Hopefully you don't get immediately into the battle, do you? Okay, you kinda do. I don't know how difficult this battle is gonna be. And I'm hoping I don't lose. You don't really help a whole lot. You're not bad, but put you back. You can go. Whoops. Yeah, I want you. Flora just may not be bad. Houndoom may not be terrible. We can go for like Snarl and all of that. Oh right, where's Ice Cream? There you are. I think getting screens up is going to be useful. Right, and I don't want to save. So we can go on the route with confronting Flora. Because I'm curious on how that plays out. I'm gonna guess that even if you confront her, it probably plays a little bit differently. But I'm gonna guess it probably plays the same. If I do notice that it plays the same, well, there is that one thing. We'll see how it happens and how it plays out. Let's just keep going. Wait, it is a specter. I know what you're thinking. Giratina again, how dull and boring. Allow me to spice things up for you. It's the least that I can do. Who the hell? We are going to have so much fun, truly so much. Let's change the channel. Lights, cameras, business. Right, so it is her. Okay. Clown. What is that word? Correct? Hold up. Curry actor? A picture description or imitation of a person in which certain striking characteristics are exaggerated in order to create a comic or effect. Interesting. Okay. I do like the music. do some of that. Go for yawn. Yeah, it's going to you. Go for snarl. Well, that sucked. And then I don't know if it has any... Well, when the shields break, I think it changes, right? Oh. Well, that's cool. Hold up. Oh, what? You have Wonder Guard? Well, what do you want me to do? Because it's only weak to fighting. Okay. There's no way. I mean, like, what? So you tell me I'm just stuck here? I mean, it is poison, though. We can pull it around. We can pull it around. It is poisoned. I just realized that. Oh crap, I missed that text there. Oh, gosh darn it. I didn't mean to skip that text. I'll read it when I can. Oh wait, and I even missed that text there. That's okay. I'll read it when I rewatch the video. So I guess it just normally plays out like this. Very weird and interesting for her to like do this. Is it down finally? Seems to be. You know what? I just realized something. The character that he was talking about when I brought it at the very beginning, I thought it was a certain other person that started with the letter R. No, I was wrong. It's her that he was referring to, maybe. That's cool. I'm not even going to ask questions about all of that was. But this lift will change us back and bring us back above ground, right? Gosh, I hope so. I'm done with all of this horror. I'm ready to get back to my comfy office back at the Judicial District. Indeed, I bet there's a lot of reports when we arrive at the surface. Mayor Cassandra got a lot on her plate soon. Oh, what? What? Oh, hey there. I like the little sad face. And of course, Alon. Yeah, join the party, come on. You ain't hurt no one. I'm sure we'll make room on the lift. You're alright. Let's never speak of this again. Got it. Yep. I like how we're all in agreement here. But I'm curious, no, she doesn't appear again. Hey, we're back to normal. Finally, that was an ordeal. Garatina seems to be gone, probably ditched us the moment our forms returned to normal. It was kind of funny seeing it ride the elevator with us. Funny, that thing tried to kill us. Yeah, but only that one time. Maybe two. Besides, it left us alone this time, yeah? Perhaps it sees us as friends now. You keep being a dreamer, Florin. It suits you. Anyway, I'm gone. Wait. You're just leaving like that? Yeah. I still need to look for my friend Alita. We became separated, remember? Huh, you know Alita too. Small world. Oh, okay then. We should leave and search for her together. Um, I wouldn't get your hopes up. Turn around. That's interesting. So then, that's really neat. So, like, not only do you see a certain someone, even Rhoda up and appears here. Cool. Rhoda? Or I've always said Rhoda for some reason. I feel like her name is like Rhodia. I don't know why I've always said Rhoda, but Rhoda, Rhodia, however you want to say it. I knew I heard commotion down here. Well, I guess we're in trouble. How did you even know where to find us? Oh, hey, it's a full house here. I got a distress call a few hours ago about people trapped in some underground lab. That's when I made my way to Route 7 and ran into these two. We followed the distress signal until we found you guys in that cave. Seeing all of you just standing there sure was a surprise. How'd you even manage to get into a situation like that anyways? Distress call? We didn't make such a call. We were pushed down. Oh. The one person that we saw probably was the one that did that. Probably. We were pushed down there by a pesky Giratina from Terrajuma. Then we started roaming these labs, and there were more Giratina and other weirdness. Giratina seems to have disappeared again. Am I blind? Oh, I'm dumb. Malia, Venom, I just saw them in the chair there. I didn't even notice them. Okay, I'm like, wait, where's Malia? Where's, like, what's going on here? I see them now. Giratina seems to have disappeared again too. We'll never be rid of that Pokemon. On a brighter note, this is a cool place you got here, Rhodes. Thanks, it's just a little side hustle I do in my spare time. Oh, so she owns this place. That's pretty neat. I notice everyone around here is quite young. That's because I only hire kids who are having a rough time figuring themselves out. She means delinquents. Florin, you know, I don't like that term. They're just in a rough spot. Working here gives them a working wage, benefits, and a chance to better themselves. They also know how to make a mean cinnamon spice milkshake. Milkshakes aside, I think it's time I made my leave. Thank you for the meal, everyone. I appreciate your hospitality. Wait, Erin, you said you were looking for someone named Alita. That's right, Alon said you were all friends of hers. Sorry for hitting my desk there. I'll let you know if I find her or not. Do not worry. We're gonna help you search for her. Really? Don't you all have a train to catch once the bridge is fixed? That's still gonna take a while, so we're stuck here. Go on. In that case, I'll take Darklake Woods again. You two take Route 7 and Honeck Woods. We'll Rendivius again at Darklake Village. Gotcha. And then there were 4. Yep. And so she finally speaks. Charming as ever, Rhoda. I can see how you would be jealous of charm. That's something you'll never have, sister. Your charm is artificial, superficial, and over the top, so please spare me the waste of time. Guys, come on, there's no need for all of that. Okay, you're right, Florin, we're all stuck here until the bridge is fixed. The least we can do is figure out something productive to focus on. Flora did say she was itching for a good gym battle before we came to Route 7. Yeah, my gym, I don't feel like battling anyone anywhere else, sorry. But don't you want to know Alon's true strength firsthand? They were pretty incredible down in those labs, don't you think? A test of strength, for Alon. I guess I'm intrigued. Very well, I will battle you on one condition, that I get to pick the place we spar. Sounds reasonable. Darklake Woods, I saw a nice place just before we were thrown into all of that chaos. Then let's depart. Would you like to tag along? Let's go. Now, of course, I mean, I could do this battle and all here, but I'm not going to go any further with this one. I would safely assume that, it's going to carry on as normal if you decide to go on this route. I will stop here. I'm going to choose to confront Flora and see how that plays out. I will play a little bit of, whatchamacallit, the Dark Light Cave, if it seems to play out the same whether you do or don't confront her, then we'll just do the whole confronting scene, and we'll just kind of like stop there, and then I'll go to the old save and continue the Florin and Erin route. Alright, so we're back here, and let's go on over here. We're gonna confront her this time. Okay, so this is a little bit different than the older versions. Hey, I told you to investigate the other room, didn't you hear me? So go on and get on out of here. You what? What you saw was a hallucination of your own deranged mind. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, like I've asked, please investigate the other room. Do not make me repeat myself. Keep pushing. You have a lot of nerve, Alon. I've had a weird feeling about you, even on Terrajuma. All the way back then, you have been an issue, but even the largest of issues can be turned into an advantage. I've decided to take a different approach with you. Before you go on and assume things, please allow me to explain myself first. First of all, I will admit that I am the leader of Team Bladestar. Now, that's honestly like a really interesting thing that's going on here. Because, whatchamacallit, you know, I don't want to get into spoilers, but how do I want to word it? Yeah, I'll get into spoilers. If you don't want to listen, just go to the comment section below. So of course, as some may know if, and by the way, we're in spoiler territory, go to the comments if you don't want to listen, just in case, and just give a final warning. So as you know about, Flora, she is the leader of Bladestar, and here's the thing, I think her end goal and the goals that she wants to achieve, unless I'm being stupid here, I don't even think they're bad things. To get rid of corruption within governments, to create better lives for people, and to untangle and undo what society has done to the people. Because like her entire thing is, people are worked, non-stop to death, and the top of the food chain, gets all the rewards and all the benefits, and the others below them just, work away day and night and just non-stop go, go, go. And she wants to change that for a better future for everyone, and to not allow, the government of Grand Dream City and all of that to have so much power, against the people. She has goals on, restoring the Badlands, going against Team Zen. Her goals and ideals and whatnot aren't necessarily bad things, because to be fair, there is a lot of corruption in the city of Grand Dream City. There's no denying that. However, it's the way that she wants to go about it is what I believe most would disagree with, because I mean, she's pretty much treating it as, like her outfit, like a dictator, and honestly even like a terrorist in a sense, because like her entire organization is similar with like Team Zen, that it's like it's mentioned to be like a terrorist organization, that they've caused a lot of harm and a lot of destruction and this and that, and in the future what she does with the Grand Dream City Ball and all of that, like she is willing to kill good and bad if it means getting her goals done. And that's the part that I believe a lot of people don't really like about her. Now, my opinion, if anyone's curious on her, I'm 50-50, honestly. I really like her character because of how complex it is, but it's almost similar to like Neve, that, one day we're going to do a tier list maker video once I complete all of V13.5. One day I want to do that. It's similar to Neve in my opinion. If Neve didn't have the whole thing with, abusing Alita, I would put him, like, I think, what is it, like, S, A, B, C, D, E, F, those kind of tiers. Honestly, high B, maybe low A tier for me, if it weren't for that. Like, yeah, he's a bad individual, but if it wasn't for that abusive part, his character is just so unique with how he works, with wanting to save his daughter. He's willing to do the things that most wouldn't want to do, and again, the bad things that shouldn't be done for the sake of his daughter. You know, like I don't agree with him, but I would put him up in a higher tier. But if it just weren't for that whole thing with the whole Alita scene, and probably like a mixture of a few other things, I think he would be much more higher on my like list. And I feel the same with Flora. She's such a complex but cool character that has, you know, decent goals that are arguably, you know, a good thing, but the way she wants to go about it, it's not good. It's not okay. First of all, oh wait, why am I reading that? Sorry. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess where I want to wrap it up is it's just like interesting. It's interesting that she's going within this approach here. Like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you about this. It doesn't matter. There's no convincing I could do that will tell you that I'm not, you know, the leader. So let me waste a white flag for a moment. Let's have a truce. And you know what? Maybe we can work together, actually. Maybe you are a perfect opportunity for me, a perfect pawn that I can play to make my reality a reality. You know, or what, sorry, my goals a reality. But again, what makes it interesting is, you know, us, the Interceptor, right? If we were to go on the Renegade route, for an example, in reality, she thinks it's a good opportunity, but in reality, we don't care. We want Bladestar to go away, and we want her to think that we're on her side, but technically and realistically, we never was to begin with. Because in the future of Rejuvenation, when you play the game, you get to the end goal, and you still go up against her regardless. Whether you do go on the route with her and you do not expose her, or if you do expose her, you still end up going up against her regardless of what you choose. And that goes into another thing. It would be so cool if Jane, I know he wouldn't do this, it'd be cool if there was a third route. One that Flora and Bladestar actually win. Not the Renegade route, not the Paragon route, but a new different route with Flora somehow being the underdog in this elaborate game, pulling out, you know, the greatest victory that's ever been seen, with us by her side. Now that would be such an interesting thing. Now, of course, it's not really possible because, again, the Interceptor, the entire point is Paragon, Renegade, good, bad. We are the guy that sits on top of, you know, just everything. We have the choice to tip things towards good or bad. Like it is said multiple times, the Interceptor is the being that lives outside of fate's passage. We're not written in fate. We have the choice on tipping it over to good or bad. But it'd just be really cool if Flora had a whole thing in a way that maybe she could win. That would be such a cool way to write that in. But I understand, this game has so many, like, loops and all this kind of stuff. It's just not possible. Well, it is possible, but it's already such a long game as it is. There's no way they would do something like that. But it would be neat to see something like that, honestly. And another thing, too, is, well, no, I guess I pretty much said everything that I wanted to. I guess the only thing I would make a comment on is it can get a little bit confusing because, like, if you don't expose her and you're still in the Paragon route, but yet you go up against her, I guess the main point of that is making her think that you are on her side, but you're realistically not. But, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Alright. First of all, I will admit that I am a leader. I am the leader of Bladestar. We are I cannot read today. We are an organization that works to dismantle the oppressive and toxic systems that Grand Dream City promotes. In Grand Dream City, we are put through rigorous courses only to be thrown into a rigorous and competitive job force. That's just normal for any given society, correct? Well, in Grand Dream City's case, the option to realize your dreams and become successful is locked behind the political powerful and wealthy. Not only that, but the system is designed to take advantage of those who aren't as successful. The modern man that has been assimilated, however you say that, into the system is worked to the bone, sorry. The ones who were rejoiced by the system are thrown to the wolves. Sorry, not rejoice, rejected by the system are thrown to the wolves and kept in their pit. That is what Grand Dream City is. A disgusting and predatory society that only exists to benefit the upper class. Please take a look at this. This man, his name is William Gravelia. He was my father, and he was also my predecessor. My father was originally just an ordinary man who was part of Grand Dream City's political party, but when he saw how deep the corruption ran, he decided to fight against it in secrecy. He gathered supporters and created Bladestar. Before he was able to make important strides in his team, he was assassinated. You know, it's one of those things that with Flora's character, even though I don't agree with her, like, I understand the end goal, I get it. But the way she wants to go about it and the way she wants to do things, I don't agree with it. I really don't. But in this situation with her personality and the way that she was brought up and whatnot, yeah, it's not good, but you can understand why the way she is. Like, imagine that for an example. Your father wanted to do the right thing and finally be the one to, dismantle this, corrupt system and rebuild it into something better. Just to be found out, and again, the system was like, nope, get rid of him, gone. I don't blame Flora for how mad and upset she is and how she's determined to the very end to make her dream come true and to make the city a much more better place for everyone, to be equal and fair and all this and that. You get the point. You can understand why, but I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right. I think there are better ways to go about these kind of things. How? I don't know. It's hard. It's difficult, How do you even go up against a monster like that? How? And plus, I don't want to get into like specific stuff of like the real life world and whatnot. We'll leave it at that. Before he was able, and sorry, that was my shoe. Before he was able to make important strides in his team, he was assassinated. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not sad about his death anymore. If anything, it confirmed everything he spoke about. I bet he knew his time was coming. That's why he pulled me aside and told me everything at such a young age. It's his wish of bringing equilibrium to Grand Dream City that drives me. Exactly. So then, that brings us to here and now. I bet it's obvious now, but this was where my father held his operation. But after his death, this place was abandoned and a new HQ under my supervision was created. I was in the area to gather some books and information, but ever since Talon was turned to stone, Florin has barely left me out of his sight. I thought telling him that I may have an idea for a cure would allow me to venture on out here on my own. Obviously that wasn't the case, and now we've been thrown down here by that Garatina. The way out of here won't be easy, but it is possible. I'll explain more as we continue on, but I am asking you to trust me just this once. Please. So the reason for why our forms have changed, do you even care to know? So it is a little bit different here. Since I'm giving you my trust, I'll let you have the instructions on how to craft it. Aren't I generous? That's so interesting. Because, like... like, a lot was, like, said on, like, both routes, you know? Like, that one character that appeared, and with this whole thing. It's so unique. It's just so cool, you know? To, like, understand and know her a little bit more. Like I said, I don't agree with the way she wants to go about it, but I, to some level, for some reason, like, I can understand it, though. Okay, let me just pause here, and let me see if it plays out the same. Let's see here. Alright, sorry for the pause there. So it seems the text here is different. Not bad at all on. It's excellent crafted, immaculate even. I'm impressed. With this dark like mirror, we should be able to get on out of this cave now. We should rendivious with my brother and the other girl now. Let's go. Okay, so... Well, on this one, I don't mind saving. This one I can do that. Let's see. So I assume, for an example, what if I do expose her here? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it plays the same then. Okay, I just wanted to see is all. Alright, we're back here. Keep quiet. I suppose, let's see. Okay, so... Right, I assume the text might be a little bit different when you get to the other area. Probably. So what I'm gonna do... Let me do this. If anything different appears as I'm going through this again, I'll just unpause. So... Yeah. Okay, so I did decide to look at this real quick. It's actually kind of curious and interesting. It caught up to us. It's not doing anything. Don't just stand there, then move. Right, so it's not even that it wants to, like, do anything bad with us. It just wants to follow. Okay. Because I had a feeling with the last one that we did that it really didn't want to, like, harm or do anything. It just kind of wants out. But anyways, I'll pause here. I just wanted to show that real quick. Oh, that's kind of goofy. I guess I can't get over here. I just wanted to show that as well. So I guess once you get over there, it just can't really follow you anymore. Okay. Do that. And then... Alright, I'll just pause here again. Okay, let me unpause at this point real quick. Let's see. We need to go... Now, honestly, I won't get into spoilers, but now that we know that mystery person that he was like referring to, it totally now makes more sense on what's going on here. I'll leave it at that. That's such a cool detail though. Because I mean the Giratinas, they're all just illusions pretty much. Real quick. Right. Honestly, I don't even know what that all does. Oh, maybe with the Florin and Erin route. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, there's a... I didn't realize that was there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it kind of plays out the same. I'll pause here. Okay, so we're back to this room here. Okay. Okay, so it plays out a little bit differently with the text here. You, why didn't you rat me out back there? Okay, so it is going to be the same. I didn't want to. I see I don't have your full trust. Good. You shouldn't trust anyone just that you've just met. There are snakes hiding in the thicket. Either way, thanks. Now for our current situation, those spectres are not my grunts. Erin and Florin should find the key card to the decompression room shortly. Okay. What if I just did it here? Oh, what? Well, that's... I didn't mean to skip the text there. Absol Night Slash, leave us alone. We're fighting nothing. But it's not just us, but our Pokemon too. It is also it's also possible the camera can't pick up those apparitions, but something isn't right here. Can I relook at that? There's no one out there, but that can't be possible. Oh, that's what it said. Okay. Good thing I went back to look at that then. There's nothing of worth on this frame. Okay. Right, and we kind of already know about this one. Okay. Now, of course, I guess I'll get into a slight spoiler warning with this person here. So if you want to go to the comment section, please do so. So it's honestly like a really interesting thing that, you know... Now, real quick, just to say it, the person that I thought of with the letter R, I thought it was going to be Rylan. That's what I was thinking, that you might have gotten a sneak preview of learning about that Rylan is a part of Bladestar with Flora, but I did not expect Clear to be involved in all of this. But I appreciate that they add a little more with Kieran messing with you and whatnot within Terrajuma, but now Clear's somewhat involved. It makes sense though, because like think about it for a moment. The whole Giratina, you know, it cried out. Why? Clear happened. Because, you know, the whole apparitions and the illusions, like her whole thing is, of course, like, well, there's many things to her, but like it's very simplified, because like Jane said on that one stream, it's almost as if she has like this like robotic AI kind of like personality in a sense, and she's very simple and gives very like robotic answers back to you pretty much. And as her famous quote, as she always says, it's not personal, it's just business. You know, sorry, it could have been anyone else, but it just so happened that it had to be you. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. And, you know, the whole like illusion things with like the Giratina and whatnot, and she definitely had to be the one that messed with Giratina down here, because if I remember correctly, Giratina was somehow brought to like Dr. Isha's like hospital in the lab down below. It had to be Clear that did all of that, because it was a big mystery back then on how they even got Giratina, but now they kind of elaborate a little bit. If you went down this route, you know what happened. Clear happened. I might be wrong on that. Maybe so. It's, well, you know what? Because, like, again, Giratina, the actual one, does get on the elevator and it goes off. I still believe in some way, shape, and form, Clear has something to do with capturing you know, Giratina for Dr. Isha and all of that? Maybe. Maybe. But if I'm wrong on that, somehow he did get that Giratina. But it's interesting, though, how she's down here, which means if it's a whole business thing, Madam X has to know that what's going on down here. And I've said it so many times with Madam X that, and I won't go on a Madam X rant super long, but I'm a firm believer that she knows exactly what's going on here. And she's probably got to a point like, okay, they reached this point. Clear? I give you this. You take care of that. And she's like, alright, bet. Got it. Done. And now she's here. Super cool. Super, super cool. Hello? Oh, here we go. Nothing important on this frame. Wait a minute. Who is that? You know, it's interesting the music on this part, though. Because isn't that like the Unknown World kind of track, or am I going crazy? Interesting. Hey Clear, what's going on? I suppose you could refer to me as a virus, but you'll find out quick enough that I am much worse. Though there is one thing that you always must know about me and my actions, it is simply just business. It's just like an interesting thing though, because I'm still in the spoiler thing though, but it's interesting. It's interesting because it's like, but what? I don't remember exactly if it's mentioned during V13's story with the Nightmare Realm, but I want to know more about the business stuff. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Alrighty then. Right, okay. So be ready, okay. So then, right, let me just go to the... I don't think it's gonna play out any different with like Rhoda. But I guess we'll find out. I guess now I learn I'll just keep Sanders. And we'll just do that. Did I give him all Oka berries? Hold up. Or not Oka, Orin. I don't know why you got an Orin berry, or why I gave you one. Okay. Let me redo this again. Just light screen, reflect, go for a yawn. I think I said earlier, I like the music here. Nah, whatever, just go for Psychic. I guess I could just like pause. Well, no, because I want to read the one text though. Right. Let me slow down here. Well, A virus in... Indeed. Okay. Going to Sanders. Let's see what it says here. Fun times with everyone's bad ending. That's unique. Fun times with everyone's bad ending. That's odd. I thought that... I guess I just noticed that now. I want to keep it as vague as possible. But wouldn't it normally be a Naganadel? I guess I won't worry about it too much. Alright, let me slow down here. Can you even beat a Pidgey? Likely not. I guess we'll find out if we can or can't. Okay. It's down finally, seems to be. I'm not even going to ask questions about all of that was. Let's see. Bro moment. Let's see. Right, okay. Yeah, so it pretty much, okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, a lot was like thrown at me and all of us that may be watching this. That's super wacky. Like... Yeah, I'll just... Yeah, whenever I know I'm doing this tonight, I'll do the first part tomorrow and then combine both videos into one. It actually is probably going to be almost a 3-hour video, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't regret it. It's such a cool thing to see all of that. And I'm very happy that I was actually wrong on who the guess was on, my guess on who it was. That was unexpected. Very unexpected, but, yeah, that'll be it for that. Like I said, this part's for the Flora route. The first part of the video is with the Florin and Erin route. That's the one that we're going to continue playing off of into the main story. Not the one with Flora, but like I said, I was recommended by a few viewers to check it all out. And I want to say thank you again for letting me know about that. Very appreciate it. Because it's definitely a lot more added and given to you than the older versions, and I very much enjoyed the changes. That's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.